Welcome back to another episode of the Stevie Weeby Show. New. We have a very special guest tonight. Please welcome comedian Eric Griffin, Part 2.
You know, why do you always have to come in like a serial killer? You know, I feel like this is like a scene from Silence of the Lambs that they cut out.
Oh, man.
That's how he would have came in and say, he puts the lotion on his body, you know. That's all that was left from there right there. But it's good to be back, Steve. And I like what you've done with the place. Really, I can tell that there's
This is a bad idea. I should have done this. This was a horrible idea.
Can we get a shot of the... Can we get a shot of the frying pan? So he makes music and pancakes right next to.
All right, well, this is going to be a short one. I swear to God.
No, I got to tell you that. Wait, no. I got to tell you.
Take it easy on me, man.
Right.
We just started,
let me. I'm going to tell you right now. I got to tell you something right now. I've been on a lot of podcasts, all right? Especially when I was promoting my special. I was on Rogan. I was on Adam Carolla. I was on a lot of specials, you know, Fighter and the Kid, you know, podcasts. Mm-hmm. But I got to tell you, man, more people come up to me at my shows all over the country and go, man, when are you going on Stevie Weeby again? Like, this guy's fucking Johnny Carson over here. Like, I'm not even kidding. So many people come up to me and go, man, Stevie Weeby.
Root for the underdog. We're not that big, but see what he said?
From here, too. This little hovel.
Dude, try not to be that mean tonight. No, but you're. What's the first thing? I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's the first thing you noticed?
I just praised you.
What's the first thing you noticed here that's different?
It's clean. It looks like there's some feng shui going on. You know, I could tell like your girl moved out some things.
Yeah.
The bed is made. It's moved more center.
Well, can I tell you something?
A lot of your crap is gone.
We have real sheets now.
Well, you got to get real sheets.
Yeah. We went to IKEA.
Listen,
I
know right where you're at, dude.
Yeah.
When I first got with my girlfriend.
So you've been how long?
It's over a year. You know, it's over a year.
Congratulations.
I did it.
Good for you.
I had to buy a new bed. You know,
you had to do this too. You had to get a new bed.
I had to get a new bed. It was like the way she was about it too. Just like, oh, this is terrible, and just complaining.
Would you
all
go
the
to
time.
sit and sleep?
No, I went to. There's actually this little place next to my place. I went and I got like a big old king size with a bed frame thing.
Oh, you got the frame too?
You had to get a frame, Steve. Even in here, you have a frame.
That's IKEA.
Is that an IKEA frame?
Everything's IKEA.
Well, that's nice. No, but I feel there's a sense of
feng shui.
Yeah, some order in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, the women could do that.
Yeah. Well,
how are you keeping it together with your lady? I mean, how are you doing this, man? How are you because you're always on. We played till how long? 3 a.m. last night.
Well, the same way you do it. She's got to be gone. He acts like his girl's laying in the bed like, how you doing over there on Destiny, baby? No. Steve, she's gone, and he's on the thing like, whoo, ding dong, the witch is gone, blah, blah, blah. You know, he's like singing songs. It's like, I'm like, so don't act like I had the same thing. When she's not there, I don't play as much.
Yeah.
But my girl's in New York right now.
But we're having a lot of fun,
yes,
aren't we?
Yes, we are. The old days are back,
guys. The old days are back, everyone. We're on Destiny 2, the Forsaken
only thing missing is Bobby. Bobby's the only thing missing.
Yeah. Can you explain to the viewers what this new game mode Gambit is all about? Break down the rules and everything.
What do I know? Like I'm the Destiny expert?
It's okay. 4 people on their team.
Yeah.
4 people on our team.
It's like a mixture. It's a mixture of PvP and PvE. You know, so you're playing against other players and you're playing against enemies. It's a mixed bag. It's pretty fun.
So what happens is you shoot ads on your screen with your team members, your 3 other team members, and they drop these things called motes, right? And so there's a dispensary in the middle of the map.
Oh.
And then if you grab 5 motes, then on the opposing team will drop a phalanx.
Yeah. Like a monster.
Like a monster, so they can't drop motes in their dispensary.
Right. So they have to kill that before to let that thing rise up again to put stuff in.
So it's a mirroring world.
Yeah. So
they have
5 is it's a good.
It's a phalanx with a shield.
10 is like a bigger monster.
Yeah. 10 is a knight.
15.
And then if you get 15 motes, you drop a ogre.
Yeah. And then little portals open up throughout the game that you could go
into their world,
and then shoot them to stop them from doing things.
So you could disrupt their gameplay by sending one of your guys to snipe them or whatever. And
I'm really liking Destiny 2.
How many motes did you lose last night?
Okay, why does our personal business got to go into the podcast? That's what I was having a bad night.
You had a bad night. You lost about, was it 40?
It's just, why is that? I thought we were being nice to each other.
No. I don't want, I ain't messing with the bear.
I didn't even see Steve has a chandelier now. Can we, look at that, everybody. It's really fancy. And he's actually cut down on the posters. I noticed. It's nice, Steve. Look at this! I just know this. This is the studio area of the apartment.
Shout out to Gustavo.
That's who did
for doing this. I have some real questions for you. By the way.
Let's do it. Well, we got
let's
look
talk
how
about
fancy he got since the last time I was here.
No, I'm not getting
He's doing interviews.
No, I'm not.
You got 2 guys in your crew. Next is going to be a studio audience in here.
This is horrible. This is horrible.
They'll be waiting outside like Ellen. There'll be like 50 people outside. Like, and we're like, okay, we get the first 4. That's 5 tops. We can get in here.
Well, these people who come up to you, right? Are they like kids? Or
man.
They're like adults?
Adults, all ages and sizes, mostly Asian, if I'm being real. But I'm telling you, you have a loyal fan base out there.
So just keep doing it.
Yeah, keep doing it. They really connect with your show because, like, the only thing close to it was like Rogan. When I did Rogan, people were coming up to me constantly.
He's at the top.
I know, but what I'm telling you is, I did your podcast way before that, and people are still tweeting at me and saying like Stevie Weeby, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm on TV.
I love it.
This motherfucker.
I love it. Hey, man,
Jesus Christ,
speaking of Rogan, what's it like doing his podcast? Just off the top.
I didn't know it was as big as it was. I really didn't know. I did not know.
The biggest.
Yeah, I didn't know. It was like, and we were talking for like 3 hours.
What's his place like? Is it like?
Steve.
Is it
my
like?
God.
Is it like a mansion?
His bathroom is bigger than this.
I need a minute.
He's got a whole building. He's got his own building dedicated to the podcast.
So he's got he does. I mean, you don't have to disclose.
It's a building he's got. Like he talks about. He's got archery in there.
But he's got a big house.
Well, no, I'm talking about. I didn't go to the house.
I thought he films at his house.
No, he's got a building for his podcast.
Oh, so how big is that?
Oh, Steve. There's cars in it. You know what I mean?
My God.
It's crazy.
So what's it like just being around? I mean, is he intimidating?
No, he's a cool dude. Really,
well, you're a comic, so it's different.
He's a really nice guy. He's a real nice guy, and like, is this a police dog right here? Like, is this back beast?
So he's nice. No, because he's very smart, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's
well spoken,
very giving and vulnerable, and willing to just talk about whatever. You know what I mean? So
he's so knowledgeable about even fighting and everything.
Yeah, it was great experience.
Does he play video games too now?
No, please. Okay. You think a guy like that has time for video games?
Yeah. But he's killing. How much do you think a person like him and Mark Mayer make on their podcast a month?
Oh,
I mean, are we talking like?
It's probably a lot, Steve. I'm just
okay.
Yeah, you need to work a little harder. you need to get those.
I know. Well, I got 2 guys in here now, huh? These guys are great. Yeah. Dude. So our man Eric Koch beat Grenader Jake. Pound on that. Now now explain to the viewers who Grenader Jake is.
Well, we have our other podcast is Worst Fire Team. WFE Worst Fire Team, Craig. Which I didn't do on Rogan, and Steve yelled at me about.
So
Steve literally yelled at me like, "You're on Rogan and you didn't say anything about it." I wasn't thinking about it. It was. So
if you're a gamer or you just into geeking out with video games, follow these guys. Worst fire team ever. WFE on YouTube. WFE on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that way Craig won't say. Craig will be happy. Craig will be happy.
Yeah. We talked about it for Craig.
So Craig, that one was for you.
So we set up like a one-on-one match because like our guy Coke, Eric Koch, UFC fighter, he is absolutely fantastic at.
I had no
Destiny.
idea he was as good. Because dude, Grenader Jake, I'm telling you. I used to watch his clips from Destiny 1. He did 1v3s.
Yeah.
He would
was
take
incredible.
you to the, he would take you to the whatever.
So we set up this one-on-one match, and we made it like a UFC fight. I was in a suit.
Yeah, you were announcing.
I was commentating. We set up the feed where we had all three of us on the screen at the same time, and they went one-on-one against each other in Destiny, and Coke won, and he won significantly too. And
like he shut him down.
Yeah, it was just like bow, bow, bow. It was, and then I could tell Jake was like, "Whoa, this is," and he already hit me up about wanting to do a rematch, but he wanted it to be 2-on-2. So we're gonna do it, and I think we're thinking about doing like a 2-on-2 tournament. I'll still announce, and it was fun.
But you know what's
times.
frightening because I know how good Grenader Jake is.
I know
that guy is really good.
I guess being a fighter, that's whatever that hand-eye coordination,
dude, it's that hand-eye
he's got quick hands, quick thumbs. Because that
got
guy,
that monitor.
Yeah, he's got this little
So what Coke has, we have regular TV, or you have a big one.
Oh, is
don't
that
you?
still a TV? Is that? I thought you were being nostalgic. I thought that was like, Steve's doing it. Can we swing over to show Steve's his entertainment center? Check out the plastic entertainment center from the Containment Store.
Oh my God, this is horrible. Oh, dude, this is horrible.
That's the next thing your girl's gonna fix.
First one. Oh, you're hurting, dude. You're hurting. No, you're hurting me. Dude, you're actually throwing daggers. You're throwing daggers into my soul, brother.
That would hurt. No,
you're throwing daggers in here.
Real talk.
Oh, man.
Real talk. The place looks great. I didn't even realize you had hardwood floors until I came in this time. She's done a great job, I
love my girlfriend.
Yeah, I can tell. There's love in here.
I love her.
You can tell there's love in here.
I love her. Well, Coke's got a monitor. He's got a gaming monitor. So it's not like a TV. He's got a.
And apparently these gaming monitors
are quicker.
So
there's smaller
the frames
monitors
per second or whatever
for
it is.
gaming. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm using my big 4K TV.
Dude, that's hard.
And apparently it's not.
It's the opposite.
You would think that a big ass TV, but no, it's not.
Because the thing is, why Coke is so good, because everything is in his line of vision.
Sight.
Line of sight. With you, you're like, look, you're sitting at that couch, and you're just like.
I don't know, man. And I need to get one of these gamer controllers everybody's talking about. Do you have a gamer controller?
No,
you just have a regular controller,
just a
right?
regular controller.
Yeah, this is me.
Craig and Coke, they got like the little
That's
metal.
What I'm saying.
Dude, they got like these controllers that are like with metal things
they're cheaters,
here.
Because they're cheaters.
And they have there's like things where you could use you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I have to get one of those. I don't know what's the benefit of that.
I have no, but it's
There's
for
enough
something.
fucking buttons on that as it is. They want 2 more buttons?
But there's left trigger, right trigger, left button, right, but there's a lot.
Yeah, too many buttons.
So he beat Grenader Jake. I mean, did you see Jake's expression? Because it was fun at first, right?
Yeah. But there was like a mutual respect they had for each other, I felt. They had this kind of like, they didn't want to like talk a lot of smack. But I think if we did it again, it's going to be more heated. Because they're both competitive
what's
guys.
What's the hand cannon he uses?
The Trust.
Yeah, he said that because he's got a...
By the way, it doesn't matter what hand cannon he uses.
Oh, he's good with all.
I just feel like there's something going on, man.
He does a thing too where he jumps up. He uses a hunter and he jumps up and you go, bah, bah,
Yeah, he's just so quick with it. I can't stand, and it's so infuriating.
Have you played him?
Dude, we played 1-on-3. It's
this guy could
infuriating.
take out me, him, Craig, and Pikachu.
Oh, but you missed this, man.
Oh, wait, you got him? You got him?
No, we were playing so he was talking a lot of smack that he could beat 2. It could be him and one other person versus 6 people. Or it was 4 or 5. It was like 4 or 5 of us on the other team. It was 6 of us actually, and he kept talking smack. Oh, I could beat you guys, and then you can't. Okay, it's just impossible.
Yeah, there's unless he has cheating or something.
And then of course, when he's losing, he starts talking smack, and he's like,
he doesn't like to lose.
He doesn't like to lose. Except for UFC fights.
Oh, dude, you got to edit that out. No, that.
Come on, that's our guy. We know we're teasing him.
That was just
He's got another fight coming up.
Yeah, support our man, the Phoenix,
him.
Eric Koch. He's fighting in.
I'm not sure. Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
He's gonna be fighting. I'm not sure. Who's he fighting? I forgot who he's fighting.
I don't know.
But that sport, that sport's about, like, everybody loses. You know?
Do you watch it?
Not really, because it's too violent for me.
But you're watching Conor Khabib, right?
Yeah. Well, dude, you have
that's
to.
That's the biggest.
That guy's undefeated, and they're claiming that he's undefeated even at practice. Nobody's beat him, so that's going to be a huge fight.
Are you counting Conor out?
No. Here's the thing, though. The only thing that would make that fight enjoyable is Conor has to win. That's the weird thing about it.
I think Conor could clip him coming in because
he's going to have to. He's going to have to beat him fast.
I'm just letting you know,
the guy's got a lot of endurance.
If Khabib gets you along the fence,
that's it.
You're done.
Yeah, I was looking at some clips because of this. He's
going to bury you.
Man.
Oh yeah,
give me your leg.
He used to wrestle bears, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's try to go see it at Bob.
We should go do that.
Yeah. Bob and Kalila will show it.
Yeah, all right.
So are you still?
We usually go to your girlfriend's family's house.
No, that's Bob's Kalila's sisters.
Oh, I thought that was like. Oh, okay, that is.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of fights there.
Are you okay with? How are you with my brother?
He's good.
Everything good?
Yeah, I love Bobby. Yeah. He's a weirdo. How are you with your brother?
but no.
That's a better question. How are you guys? You want to talk about it?
This might be a good lead into our.
There's a perfect time for a break. Okay.
Are we going to our sponsor?
Yeah, I got a sponsor here.
We're not going to talk family?
So.
You got a sponsor too?
We have a new sponsor.
What the fuck is going on?
Dude, I'm trying to get serious here. We need some people to do this.
All right.
So for those of you who are looking for online counseling, please go to BetterHelp.com. So go to the link, www.betterhelp.com/Stevie. It's convenient, affordable, private online counseling, okay? Anytime, anywhere, okay? So you don't have to actually physically show up somewhere. It's professional and affordable. You get matched up with a counselor who's right for you, okay? 4 communication modes: text, chat, phone, and video. Start communicating in under 24 hours. Must be 18 years old or older. It's available worldwide. So if you're in India, if you're in Korea, if you're in Africa, you could get counseling, okay? Not intended for those actively considering suicide. That's the one thing. They don't help with suicide, but if you're depressed, if you have anger management issues, these people are here to help you, okay? It's available on desktop. Do you want to add something?
Yeah, I was going to say, this says a lot about you that this is your sponsor. This is like very like telling, you know what I mean? You know how when you watch in sports, it'll be like, you know, icy hot, you know? You know, it's like the Stevie Weeby show. If you need help, make sure you hit up betterhelp.com.
So
if you too are like Steve,
go to www.betterhelp.com/Stevie, okay? Get that counseling. Thanks for selling that.
Hey, buddy, you're selling it. You know,
Bryce, we'll talk later. I apologize. We'll do it with the James Dean. We'll do it again.
Whatever. I thought that was great.
You think so?
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance. There's more information. But back to...
We'll get more information.
Okay, so here.
Let's get all the information in.
Send messages 24/7, 365. Schedule video and phone sessions, generally weekly unless your therapist schedules more. It is easy to change counselors if needed. Broad expertise in the network, which may not be locally available in many areas. This is proactive mental health, not a crisis line. Financial aid is available.
BetterHelp.com/Stevie.
Are you happy, Bryce?
Very happy.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
thanks for doing that. Thanks for doing that. So, because the
have
reason
you
why...
talked to them about your relationship with your brother yet? Have you?
You know what? To be honest with you,
it's great to have like a Tinder counselor. You're just like, I need help right now. Swipe left. Hey, I'm having some troubles.
We used to fight a lot, and it was mostly due to gaming. Like, you know, FIFA?
By the way,
in FIFA.
By the way, I know this because the first time I ever met Steve, did we tell this story on your first podcast?
I don't know.
But the first time I ever met Steve, I was at Bobby's place, and we played FIFA against each other. I beat you. and then they played against each other, and I was kind of getting in between them, and then it was heated. Like I was like, are they even related? It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys get heated.
I mean, it goes back. Remember Knockout Kings on the PlayStation?
God.
Remember Knockout Kings, the boxing game? This is when he lived in. So this is before Mad TV. This is before the big IBM campaign. This is before he started doing things. And we made it to the 12th round. It was like he won a round, I won a round. It was back and forth. But there's a move where you could go like this and hit him in the nuts, right. And then the boxer bends over, and then you can knock him. And he did that to me, and I just...
You took it personal?
Oh, no, I grabbed knives. I went into the kitchen, and I grabbed 2 knives, and I was going like this. I'm like, make your move, dude.
What, are you going to kill your brother?
No, this is the night before.
This is the first time Steve needed BetterHelp.com.
So please don't be like that. Go to BetterHelp.com /Stevie.
Yeah. Or just call the police if you see Steve. My goodness, man.
So it stems back then.
You guys are the thing is you two are very competitive. That's what it is.
No, with video games, though.
No, I just think you're competitive guys.
Yeah,
Bobby's a very competitive guy, and he just goes for it. He attacks things like that, and you do too. That's why you guys are, you guys are related. Who's like that in your family? Was it your mom or your dad?
Jeez, that's a good question. It's probably my dad, dude.
Really?
I mean, he was running 3 stores at one time. Wow. He was driving to Riverside, driving here, driving there, just trying to, provide for the family or whatnot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because you guys got to take that spirit has to come from someplace.
So, yeah. But you were supposed to have a podcast with Bob, right?
Let's not talk about this. This little bastard pissed me off. Yeah, we talked about it for months and months and months. He was like, I'm going to get the equipment. I'm going to do everything. Don't worry. We're going to do it in my other room. And he's like, it's going to be great. We're going to be huge. Then the next thing you know, he's like, bro, I'm doing it with my girlfriend. Now I have to hear about all the money they made. I have to see the shit all the time.
The thing is, Eric, you're big enough where you don't need anybody.
No, but
you can
that's
do
not
it
even
on
the
your
point.
own.
The turncoat. You know what I mean?
Are you still going to do it?
No, I am. I'm working on it right now.
That's what I want to talk about. We don't have to talk about that. I want to talk about what you're going to do.
I'm going to work on I'm working on my own podcast.
When's it going to drop?
I feel like I'm late to the party, but I'm about to start traveling, and I'm like pitching a show right now. So I'm working on some things right now. But I'm starting by I'm going on my Instagram Live a lot and just doing videos to practice.
I like those.
Telling the fans too, like I'm about to do a podcast. What do you think it should be about? What do you want me to talk about? Because I want to do like a weird I want to have different segments. I want to like give people advice to I want people to hit me up like real world advice from a grown ass man. That's gonna be the basis of it. And
then you could film at your spot, right? At your place.
Yeah. I want to call it Riffin' with Griffin.
Riffin' with Griffin. There you go. Are you gonna let Craig edit?
And Craig's gonna be my nerd. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, your nerds look a lot better. Than my nerd's gonna look. Craig's like a weird Santa Claus. You know what I mean?
Do you think Craig would ever come on here?
He was on here the first time when we did this. Remember? That's the first time I met Craig.
Oh yeah,
and that was the first time I ever met him.
He was sitting right here.
Yeah. He's a nightmare now. Yeah.
Does he? What's going on with this company that we got to do skits?
Oh, it's gonna be great. No.
Yeah.
They do. They're gaming. Gaming's huge, man.
Yeah, it's
gaming's huge right now. Gaming's on par with like curling or tennis or bowling, those type of sports. Yeah,
because he's saying I should personally Twitch more.
Yeah, you should.
Do you Twitch?
Yeah, man. Worst fire team. That's why you should have been doing it with us, Mr. I'm too busy. I'm too busy cleaning up my apartment, putting my entertainment center together.
So how often do you Twitch, man?
Well, I just do it with the guys,
Yeah,
That's what we do. But what I'm saying is gaming is huge right now. And this company, we went to the facility,
man.
What's the name of the ULT.
Shout out to Alt Gaming.
They got these huge screens, Steve. It's incredible. With this little podium that we all sit at with with our little monitors right here and everything's there. And we're just going to go game. We're going to do the podcast there. And in the process, we're just going to do other little segments and things. And then put it all together maybe as a show.
They have a lot of money, huh?
So we can be our gaming show. Because they put on all these events. They'll have put on Fortnite events.
They were going to put my band on this mini tour thing.
Well, we want your band to come and play.
Yeah, that was going to happen, but this is what happened. One of the Korean guys took a look. They researched us, and they thought it was too edgy or something. They're like,
Are you too edgy?
Or no, like the music, it was inappropriate
Oh,
for that event.
I still haven't. I need to come to one of your shows.
Well, you know, well, it's done for now. I mean, I guess unless we get booked for more shows.
But I thought you were. I heard some rumors you were going solo.
No, I mean, I'm doing a solo album.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So that's going to be available in a month or so.
You already have some songs?
Yeah. This is what I don't. That's why I've been working on it. I've been working on this thing.
Well, can we drop a little taste of a song right now?
We have.
Can we give a little taste?
No, we'll do it. We'll do it on like for a Patreon thing. I don't want to. I don't want to disclose too much.
I can't have 30 seconds right now. I want to hear some right now.
All right.
Yeah, we did it, Stevie Weeby. I feel like I'm a VJ on MTV right now. But this would be like MTV 8.
None of this stuff's mass. I mean, it's just, I'm still working on it. That's why.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay, so this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we just put the
let me
mic.
see.
You're gonna put the mic.
Okay,
like
so
that to
here.
hear it? That's all we'll do.
Just do it like this.
All right. Oh, there. All right. Let's hear it. Stevie Weeby exclusive. It was gonna be like this. Ooh, I feel like I need to put on a suit and do some ballroom dancing.
Just go to the place where the valleys run green. Your body gets the curves just to get upstream. I found a little place where youth can scream, where imagination grows, close your eyes and dream. A marching brought me off through one straight beam. You're a lake that I try to make it seem that I was never frightened by you ever. Only you would know I'm solely true to show a piece of the puzzle made to make you blind. Reflections from the river here in space and time.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's too much.
Steve
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here. Woo.
So that's
with the
song's
flows I
called,
didn't know.
K-Weebs 94.9 FM.
K-Weebs?
Yeah, it's a fictional radio station I came up with.
I like it.
And then that's song 6. So hey, I don't want to give too much away, but to get the album, when it's going to be on my Bandcamp, and I'm going to press up some tapes maybe, because tapes are coming back in. Cassette tapes are coming back in.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah, because I wanted Bryce.
Wait. Should people?
Why are cassette tapes? Tell them who you met and then why.
I went on this date and her roommate, all she had were cassette tapes. The entire collection, entire library.
Yeah,
Highland
sound like a liberal, pretentious fuck.
Highland Park.
Is she writing a script at Blue Bottle too?
Because dude,
Works at Warner Brothers.
Ugh.
Because CDs, like no one's really, are people bumping CDs?
No, people are using their online.
Yeah,
so
everything
basically,
online.
if you want Steve's album, you have
gonna
to
be on my Bandcamp.
You have to page him.
No, it's gonna be on my Bandcamp.
Hit Steve up on his SkyTel pager.
It's gonna be on my Bandcamp. It's gonna be on my Bandcamp, and I'm gonna do
Should they
like
send you a
small run of tapes or
Carrier
something.
pigeon is coming back too. Is that since we going old school?
I'm gonna get you a tape too. Yeah.
A tape.
Hey, a tape.
So no one can ever listen to it. Like how
I
am
know
I gonna
how's
listen
that
to a
gonna
tape?
work? I mean, no one has tape players.
No, they're not back. They're not back.
Yes, Bryce is getting.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone
Are
with
you
a tape?
kidding me? What is this at the asshole store? Is that where this is? The tapes.
Oh, VHSs are back too, by the way.
VH. I'm done. This guy's dead to me.
You had a special. Let's talk about. Didn't you just have a Showtime
Yes, I did
special?
about a few months back.
Did you like the art that I did for you? By the way,
It was great. I love the art, but it was like it was
Because
it
I
was
didn't know
too
it-
specific. It was too.
because you didn't use.
I couldn't use that
Yeah. I
for
was a
what we
little
were
hurt.
looking for.
I was
You
not
were
hurt.
a little hurt.
I wasn't hurt, but I was like, when I saw you used Kevin's.
Yeah.
art, I was like,
well, you saw Kevin's.
yeah, no, I know. It was great. It was better than what. I don't know if it was better. It was different.
You know, but you.
Yeah. But did you like what I made?
Yes. It was a very specific thing, and I'm not done. It's not over. I'm thinking about putting one of those on a T-shirt.
Oh.
When I go out. So,
okay. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna use that kind of stuff like for my podcast and that kind of stuff, man. So
explain to the viewers and listeners.
Well, I did. It's called American Warrior.
Yeah.
It's topical material. You can find it on Showtime, and actually coming up right now, you'll be able to find it like in more places, like cable on demand, like Comcast, Time Warner, and other all kinds. That it's about to come to there too. So yeah, so look for me, Eric Griffin. You know, I'll have all the information on my website too, ericgriffin.com.
No, like what does it take for one to prepare for a special? Like how long does it take for you to come up with this material in a set?
I was working on that stuff for a while, like a year or so, but it had to come together fast because Showtime wanted it to coincide with the show. You know, so
with the show,
with I'm Dying Up Here, yeah. So I gave them a tape like in January, and I said, well, "This is the kind of stuff I'm working on," and they were like, "Well, can you deliver it by April?" Because we wanted to come out with the show, and I was like, "Okay." So I was like, it was great though, because it was like short and concise time where I had to this material that I already had. I busted my ass to get it done and get it in this set that I'm proud of it. You know, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. So like. Are you scared when you're up there filming? You can't mess up, huh?
Well, no, because you're filming 2 shows, but at the time when you're trying to film a special, you already feel confident enough in what you're doing, and this is like it's like doing any show, man.
Oh, right. You know, and then do they pay for the tickets for your special? Like it's like a regular show.
They have like I don't know. I didn't get into all that stuff because I didn't care.
Oh, you didn't care. Just as long as you got it.
Yeah. When am I going out on stage, and where are we going to be at? You know what I mean? So
were you happy the way it turned out?
Yeah, I was. I was very happy with the way it turned out, and I've gotten a great response from it. And at this point now, like putting out a special, it's just content, man. It's content.
Yeah, it's more than content, though, dude. Content, you know, people do content, all that. This is more than content. This is a special.
It's long content. I don't know. I don't think we should call them special anymore because if there's like 150 of them in 1 year, how special can they really be? You know, it's just a different time right now. People are putting out their videos and putting out their shows and.
Do you think people are like just their memory, like they're just like they have their attention span. Short attention span.
Yeah, well, we've trained ourselves to have this really short attention span recently, but it's still a viable business because look at like when we talk about these podcasts. I mean, you do an hour-long podcast. You know what I mean? So people are talking. You're talking for an hour. But
it breezes by, especially with the person I know. It just it just flies by.
But people are watching and they connect with it and they want to listen for a long time. So as much as we think people have short attention span, there is a segment out there in society that want to take a long time they want to take some time and really take things in and let it sink in.
Do you listen to other podcasts?
Sometimes.
The Sword and Scale one?
No, I listen to
my brother, he's into that.
Well, some people, when you're into the thing that's the beauty of podcasts is you can listen whenever you want.
It's dark,
you're not on a schedule.
Murders and stuff.
Yeah, he loves that kind of shit. Yeah. I thought you guys were getting together to do like a movie podcast. That I had talked about him too, so you turncoats are turning on me together now.
I still want to do that. He's still mad at me because I haven't seen Deadpool yet. He's like, "You've seen Deadpool yet?"
Oh, he's mad at me that I haven't seen that scary one, Hereditary. You know, yeah, he's still like, you haven't seen that yet. I saw it 3 times in the theater.
Dude, I don't know if dude. It's really dark. It's cryptic. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like satanic.
Bobby and I saw one where. It's not The Nun, but there was a nun in it.
Conjuring.
Not The Conjuring, but
Insidious.
No. We saw some movie together where like it was some devil shit. People were possessed. Yeah. And there was a moment in the movie that there's just a section of the movie that was so scary. Bobby turns to me and he's like, "We should leave."
So you guys went to the movies together?
Yeah. But now we're like so busy.
Yeah. So you have 2 things on Showtime. You did your special, but then tell us about your show, man.
Yeah, well, we did.
The show you're on.
I mean, it's like I don't even know if the show's coming back, but I'm proud of the work we did. We did 20 great episodes.
What was the name of the show?
It's called I'm Dying Up Here. Produced by Jim Carrey, and it's about comedy in the 70s. And
have you met him, Jim Carrey?
Yeah, many times.
What's he like?
When I first met him,
I'm a fan of his. Dude,
well, he was going through a lot when I first met him.
Oh, like what do you mean?
You know, remember the thing with his girlfriend killed herself, and then the family was trying to sue him.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
man, it was all in the news. And so I think that when he was going through that lawsuit and everything, it really affected him. So he was like, you know, just a little weird with his long beard.
Yeah,
and I think
then he was painting.
Yeah,
like,
well, he's still painting, which is great
that's
stuff.
Cool. That was.
Yeah, he's expressing himself through his art because he's not doing stand up anymore. So that's another form of expression.
No, but he's on a show, right? What's the new show?
It's called Kidding, and that's on
Kidding.
Showtime.
I saw the first episode. It was good.
Did you like it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dark.
Have you guys seen it? He plays this darker Mr. Rogers kind of character. He's like has his own like it's like a show you would have on PBS or you know, he's like this character. He's like kind of like Mr. Rogers, you know, it's like him dealing with his family and like you know, he's divorced and everything and he lost his son in a car accident. It's like him dealing with that.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was nice. Like he's a nice guy.
He's a great dude. He's a real great dude. He's creative.
Yeah.
And you meet somebody like that is like one of the most famous people ever. You know,
him
it's crazy.
in that movie Man on the Moon.
Yeah, he's just
like,
famous person.
Yeah. Did he have to okay you? Like, was he there for the auditioning process?
Yeah. Well, my original audition was that they saw me at the Comedy Store doing stand up.
Well,
that was how it really, and I didn't know that they were looking for people. And then I got an audition the next day. 3 weeks later, I was on the show.
So it wasn't you just performed. You do what you would normally do every night.
Yeah, just a regular set. That's why you always got to be ready.
Oh,
you know,
so
I say to anybody out there, if you're doing any kind of performance, make sure you do it
to the best
you can do it because you never know who's in the crowd. There. Yeah.
So you just showed up and just did your thing?
Yeah, just a regular set.
And there was someone scouting you?
Yeah, they were just scouting the talent at the Comedy Store to see who they can get for the show. And, you know, I got an audition and I got
So how many auditions did you have to go through to finally book it?
That particular show, let's see, I went on the first audition and then I had to go on another audition because they were like, look, we know you could be funny, but we want to know if you can, you know, have levels. Excuse me, because
what do you mean by acting?
Well, yeah, because they wanted to see because it's a very dramatic show.
Oh, what's it about?
Come to find out, it was very dramatic. It's just about comics trying to do comedy.
Oh,
and then I went on a second audition, so they gave me a note about like and I would be more grounded. I did that, and then the next audition was like the test in front of the head of the network. You know,
wow. I mean, how nerve-wracking is when you get to that?
You know, I've done a couple of those.
Because Bob's told me stories where he's like he has to take beta blockers. He's like,
well, he's crazy. That's
he
why.
Gets so neurotic.
He needs some BetterHelp.com.
So go to BetterHelp.com.
BetterHelp.com/Stevie
and
slash. Make sure you put slash Stevie. Stevie STEEVEE.
No. STEEBEE.
Stevie.
Okay. So go back. So like you're at the last audition. The network is there.
No, this one was different. This was in a conference room just in front of the head of the network and then the producers. But I've been on.
Dude, you don't get nervous, dude?
You get nervous, but I've done so many of those now that I know that the nervousness is what I messed up my thing. So on this one, I was very loose, and you have to find whatever you have to find to get those nerves away because you don't want that to ruin your opportunity.
Damn, dude, this guy's a veteran. That's well spoken by a veteran right here.
You do what you got to do.
How long did it take you to, dude? You're like,
well, it's failure is what it is. Yeah. It's like when you go.
Tell me some story. I need to hear some stories.
Oh man, I remember.
Past
I remember I did
shows.
I was testing for Dr. Ken. I was gonna be
Dr. Ken.
Yeah, I was gonna be the nurse on his show
on NBC.
Yeah, so they were seeing all different types of people. It was on ABC.
Oh, it was on ABC. Sorry.
And I remember the test. You walk into this room and it's like all these people. They're not even looking at you. The room's not friendly at all.
What do you mean by that? They're just quiet?
There's just a bunch of people trying to justify their jobs. It's like a bunch of suits and people on their phones and people just like looking at you like like what am I doing here? They're not there to have fun. It's not good energy.
Oh man.
Then you get a little nervous and you forget the lines and you mess up. You don't put your best foot forward and this is where you have to sell it. It's like American Idol or something. It's like it's like it's like band week on American Idol.
So you go into what's the first thing they ask you? What's your name?
You just do it. You'll be like they know who you are already.
Oh, so how many people are on that side of the room?
Depends. Sometimes it's 30 people.
30 people?
Yeah, it's crazy, and they give you nothing. Nothing.
Is it crickets in there?
Sometimes. Sometimes because they're just like they've seen so many people and they're just kind of like. Because they're examining you. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
They're not there to have a good time. Sometimes.
So that was Dr. Ken.
Yeah, and other times you have to find a way just to find a way to break through.
Tell me another story. Tell me another one.
They're all like
specifically.
that. Well, there was another one where Well, like this one on Dine Up Here, it's like I walked in the room and they had my headshot on the table, and it was a super old headshot,
one.
and I was so mad. You know, I was like, "What the fuck?" So I walked in. First thing I said was like, "Oh my god, why are you guys using that headshot?"
That's the first thing you said.
That's the first thing I said. And then the head of the network's like, "Well, what's wrong with that headshot?" Then I go into a story like, well, you know, I've been telling it, and then that I think disarmed the whole room.
Oh,
you know,
that was good. You did that.
Yeah. I think it just made everybody more comfortable. Yeah. And then I just went into it. I did it, and then like this casting director told me later, she was like, "You booked it when you walked in the room." You know what I mean? Yeah. But
do you make the? Is it a good sign when you make them laugh? Obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. When you're
when people feel like you're comfortable and you get it, you know. I remember Dr. Ken hit me up that night, and he was like, "Man, I fought for you, but they just didn't want you."
He's a nice guy, huh?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, not according to your brother, but he's a nice guy.
So in Hollywood, do you need that kind of those traits of like being able to network and like go to these parties? And,
anything.
Hey, here's my business card, man.
Well,
I'm working on these projects.
Business cards, huh?
Or you know, or I don't know.
Is that
I don't
just
know
like
what
the
they
tapes?
I don't know what they say.
Steve's got a pager and a business card.
Kirby, no.
And he's got his fax.
Yeah.
Steve's got his fax number on his.
So do you have to be able to network?
Devil dog.
But do you have to be able to network?
This is why you don't have a rescue. You know what I mean?
All right, he's a good guy. Come on, don't get on my dog. He's a good dog.
Yeah, but was he kept at like
he's a good dog.
A commune or something?
He's a good one. So do you have to be able to network? Is what my question is.
Well, yes, I think that you should. If you're just a genuine person, and you know, because networking sounds so cheesy, it sounds so cheap. I think it's just about being as genuine and authentic as you can in certain situations.
Yeah. When are you gonna start doing movies? I mean, isn't movies the next step for you?
I've done a couple. I just did.
Wait, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Well, I did Mike and Dave, and
where can they watch that?
Yeah, on Netflix or whatever.
So
it is.
say it again.
Yeah,
Mike and Dave on Netflix.
You never seen that movie yet? You didn't know about that movie with Adam from Workaholics? But anyway, I also next year I'm going to be in a movie called Murder Mystery, and that's with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah. So that's going to come out next year.
What was it like working with Adam Sandler,
dude?
He
was great, man. Very giving person.
Nice guy?
Nice guy. It was
Seems
great.
like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I
went to this dinner and like I walked into the room.
Wait, you had to go to a dinner with them?
Yeah. So there's the cast. So like the director, he didn't know that I was even like invited because it was last minute they booked me because I was busy with other things. So they got me. So he's like, you know, we're doing a rehearsal. And then he says, I got to go to this dinner. So he leaves. And then he hits me up, man, get over here. So I walk into the room late. And it's like I walk in and the whole room like turns and looks at me, you know? And then it's Sandler's like, hey! And then there's like Jennifer Aniston and I'm like, oh my God, you know?
That's how you knew you got it?
No.
Oh, you already got it.
He's already got it.
Okay.
This was up in Montreal.
Oh, so that was like just
we were going to shoot the next day.
Oh my God.
So he's like, and then the guy that played Gaston in Beauty and the Beast live action, he's in there, you know, and I'm like, oh man, Beauty and the Beast. And then Sandler says to me, he's like, oh yeah, that's just like your bit. So, because he had watched my comedy.
Oh, because he's a comic.
That was very thrilling to know that.
How did that make you feel?
It was great. It was like a really great.
Yeah.
So that's coming out. I don't know when that's coming out because movies are weird. You know, they can come out. They can come out a year later.
So you're doing movies. You're doing specials. You're doing shows on Showtime.
That's why I'm on the Stevie Weeby podcast. You got to be big time to be on this shit.
Who do you think else would come here and do the show like comic wise or
you know
is there anyone kind of popping into your head?
I gotta feel like I don't know, we could talk about it, you know. I just don't want them to feel like they're getting kidnapped and they have to walk through this you know, this temple of doom over here that you have to walk through to get to your place.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But do you think people might be able to
have to do the whole like Raiders of the Lost Ark? There's like a skull, you have to put some sandbags on it. It was weird, you know.
But do you think that maybe in a year, people like it could start getting like
yeah, because hopefully in a year with all your sponsorship you're gonna get, you can move into like a place that has more than one room.
Does it help being in a relationship with that other room?
Yeah. Yes.
So with your girl, like if she's spending the night, you could just...
I can go downstairs.
Wow.
Steve, it's so funny when he's trying to play with his girl. This is how he talks on the mic. I can't talk right. I can't. Shh, guys, don't make me laugh. I can't talk right. He loud stage whispers. You know, You can just hear his relationship ending in the background.
Has your girl ever complained with your
all the time?
Why? What
She
is
complains.
it about female? Your girls not liking gaming?
They don't.
It's the attention.
they
You're not
don't-
giving them attention.
They don't want you enjoying anything that's
Other
not
than-
them.
Yeah. What is that, man?
Because we love it so much. Like
It's fun.
There's
dude.
nothing that we
It's
do
fun.
with
Look,
them.
it's on right now. I can't wait to play. Are you going to be on Gambit tonight?
Yeah.
You want to Twitch tonight?
There's nothing that we could do with them that makes them feel. They think that we don't enjoy them as much as we enjoy
That's
the game.
not true.
And it's not true
It's
at all.
not true.
It just inspires
I
a
love-
different emotion. Yeah. I
Come on.
love spending time
You
with
know
my
what
girl.
it is too. This is another thing. One night I was with you guys and we're like doing our thing, and it's because I'm giving you guys energy and we're all laughing, and they feel kind of left out.
Oh, they
in
also
the
feel
mix.
like, you don't laugh like that with me.
Yeah, they say stuff like that. Yeah. Well, how come
Like,
you don't? Yeah.
you don't have a Gambit mode. Give me options, girl. Let me can I play Crucible?
Yeah. So how did you get to a point now? Because you're still with your lady. How do you navigate through that?
Well,
give me some.
that's why we stream on Sundays. I go, okay, well, Sunday stream day, honey, so she knows,
And she's totally out of the way.
Yeah. Well, she tries, but then she'll come downstairs and look at me like she's like in the arms of an angel. That just, what I mean? I'm like, all right, I
Yeah.
gotta go, guys. You know what I mean?
So what games are you looking? Let's go back to game. What games are we going to be playing this forever?
I'm playing
Is
Destiny.
it 20 years of this?
Apparently, dude, it's so annoying. Is that some new game mode, Belly of the Beast? What is that?
No. Well,
Oh.
I beat. Oh, this is the thing. Last night I beat Aldrin.
Oh, you finally got your
I
thing?
finally
Oh, okay.
got old. So
You finally got to the Emerald City or whatever it is?
No, how do I get there?
You got to keep playing the game mode, man. You got to keep playing the game mode.
But it says now I have to
Just
kill.
finish all the things you have to finish.
No, it says for the Ace of Spades I have to kill.
No, not that Ace of Spades, man.
Oh, that's not the game
no,
mode?
my
Okay,
God.
No. Just talk to me now. Let's talk it out. So
You
what do
have to finish the missions that pop up.
so I have to go to the IO
Yes, you
or
have to
to
do
the
all
Forsaken Forest.
whatever they
or-
tell you to do. You have to do those things.
You're done?
Yes, I'm working on my third character
Did
to
you
finish the
unlock
story.
all the
No,
subclasses?
yeah. Well, you unlock one, and then you have to go to that city and go to the Blinding Well, and then you get another seed. And the only way to get a third seed is you have to be
man.
like 550 and go to the raid.
What?
Yeah, or do a level 4 in the Blinding Well.
Oh my god.
But they want you to play. They don't want to just give you all the shit.
So are you a warlock? Did you unlock it with your warlock?
Warlock and Titan. I'm working on my
Dude,
hunter
warlocks
right now.
are OP, dude. They have a new. What's this reach thing they could do
I
now?
know, I know.
What is that?
Well, it's the new super.
Well, what does it do? There's
Well, it's
this
just
purple
like
thing
a-
like, zzz, and they're like, I'm dead. They can hit you from across the map. Like, what is this stuff?
Well, that's the new supers.
yeah. Okay, so when I do it with my other characters, do I have to do it?
Oh, that's the thing I hate
have
is
to
you have to do
do
the
the
whole
mo-
story for other. I hate. Oh god,
that.
I started it. We should do it together because I'm working on one right now, my other one, so we can just do it together because then it makes it go faster. I know what you mean.
You have to
I
do
was
the
so
whole-
annoyed today.
You
I
have to
started
do
today.
all those missions?
Yes, dude, it's so annoying.
Okay, can I take the gear from my vault?
No,
Why not?
you can't.
Because I have stuff 25
No.
gear ready
No.
for my
no,
warlock.
No,
So in the last game, you could take.
no. It's because you have to be level 50. No, you have to be level like 43 minimum to use some of the new stuff. That's why they want. That's how they make you play.
So you can't.
Yeah.
You can't even equip it.
Yeah, you can't even fucking equip it.
Okay.
But there is one gun you can get
What
that's
is it?
level 500. So go to one of your 500
What is
characters.
it? What is it?
Then go to your collections, and it's like a submachine gun.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's like a white submachine gun that you don't need to be any level.
Dude,
you
that
can just
Risk
use
Runner,
it.
man.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah. That Risk Runner.
This is
I
nerd
should
talk.
listen.
Nerd talk on Stevie Weeby.
This is why
We
it's
just
here.
lost half. We just lost half the audience.
They're like, what the hell are they talking about? No, but I don't care. I want to talk about this.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Are you happy now with Destiny 2?
Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm like, this is the same shit.
Yeah.
Just a different day.
Did you do it? I didn't get the Iron Banner things done. Did you get them?
No, but then you have to
They
wait
expired-
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
3 weeks. We'll do it again. It's such a weird thing how they've made this game where you could just keep playing and playing and
Yeah,
playing.
it doesn't end.
Dude, sometimes I'm playing
think-
and I'm like, what am I still doing here?
I know.
And
it's
it-
the same thing.
But we're still doing it. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable. That's what makes
and
it an
story,
amazing game.
But the story didn't make sense. Aldrin turned into a
Dude,
ball.
none of the stories.
How did he turn into this ball with the eyeball in the middle
None
of
of
the
them
ball?
made any
I don't
sense.
understand. He put the shard in
You're
his heart.
following the story, dude. I press
I don't
B.
know what
I
happened.
skip past that shit,
I
man.
thought I was gonna fight another hunter. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go one-on-one
No,
with the
dude.
hunter. This guy that I thought was a hunter turned into a ball.
Yeah.
With the eyeball in the middle of the
servitor.
ball. A servitor.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
How did that happen?
I have no idea. You think I know? You think I'm following the story? I just want to get guns. I just want to rank up. This
Okay,
reminds me of Destiny 1.
Yeah.
When Destiny 1 came out, we
had fun.
never achieved the highest rank, though. Do you remember that? We never achieved the highest rank until the first
But
DLC
what's the
came
thing
out.
we did on Prisoner of Elders where we almost got there? It's like the last level.
Oh, my God.
What was that thing called? And
I forgot the
it's a
last
thing,
guy.
Like you had this poison, you had to give it to.
No, but we thought we had completed it. Like, okay, normally it's 4 levels. Let's say normally it's 4 levels.
Yeah.
So all the other ones are 4 levels. So it's me, Steve, and Bobby. We're on the thing. We get past the 4th level, and we're like, yeah, we did it.
That's why he can't play anymore.
Turns out the final one is 5 levels. And then when we got to that, we couldn't do it. It was crazy.
So with this thing called Prison of Elders, you had to dismantle mines.
Yeah,
it was like 5
they
different
always
levels.
had there's always kinds of puzzles and jumping and all kinds of
But
shit
there's a
now.
thing. Do you remember you got infected with some kind of thing,
Yeah,
and then
I
you're
know.
like, you had to count down from 15.
Yeah,
like,
and then the person
all right,
you had
5,
to,
4,
then
3,
we had
2,
to
1.
work together. God, and
But
back then you were terrible.
How do we get Bob back on here?
He's got to buy a house. Bobby's in the middle of buying a house. Everybody, maybe we should do a.
George, is he close? Has he talked
Maybe
about
we
it on
should do
Tiger
a
Belly?
a Kickstarter.
He needs to start. He's starting to look for another house.
Yeah, because he almost bought it. It fell through. You know, but he wants some specific house though. Bobby
needs the
wants like
Mr.
a
Miyagi
Yeah, he wants a
pond.
dojo. You know what I mean? he wants
an
a Karate
elevator.
Kid dojo.
He wants an elevator that goes to the third level.
Yeah, it's
with
really
like,
ridiculous.
well, I mean,
And it's
what?
got to have certain kind of furniture. You know,
What's he
I
waiting
know.
for, dude?
I think he's just
Can't you
scared.
get a house less than the amount that he's looking for?
Hey, he's worked hard, man. Let
I
him-
know,
let him
but
do
I
it.
mean, I'm just saying he could find something decent, can he?
Yeah, you don't you
Yeah.
want him to get a good place?
Yeah, well, I want him to play.
So you can live in the basement?
Dude, don't you? All right, we're coming to it. I'm coming to it. How we doing on time, Bryce? No, what's the time? What's the time? What's the time? He's got sets.
More good things.
3 things to get Bob
Let's
back
talk
on.
about his fireplace. Can we? Have you ever started a fire in there? I'm just,
No. This is just it. There's no. You can't do a fire in here.
That's a fake fireplace.
It's a fake one.
Yeah. Steve lives in a movie set.
Yeah, it's fake. So, man, do you think that if I keep doing this podcast, I could maybe move into a 1-bedroom one day
Yeah.
with my girl?
I think you need to. You know what? We got
Yeah.
to spread the word for people to watch Stevie Weeby.
So go to
You know,
www.betterhelp.com/Stevie. Get convenient, affordable, private online counseling.
Is this your only
anytime.
sponsor?
Yeah. This is my only sponsor for the time. We'll do that at the end. But what? So, but you always have fun here, though, right?
Always, and like I
Okay.
say, I appreciate the Stevie Weeby fan base out there.
Come on,
you get
dude.
they're out
They
there.
appreciate you, man. They do.
It's strong.
You're
so
gonna
you
help.
deserve
You're
more
helping me out.
sponsors. Yeah, you're helping me out apparently.
So
I got
on
people
the-
coming
on
to
the-
my show. I'm
on
talking
the
about
ro- they go to your
college gigs. They come to the show. They take pictures with me, and they come and go, "Hey man, loved you on Stevie Weeby." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I've been on TV 13 years." And this fucking 1-bedroom podcast is what people know me for? God damn it.
Subscribe to the Stevie Weeby show. We're getting up there, huh, guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Apparently.
let's start doing because dude, I'm so hungry, man.
Me too.
I haven't.
Should we go
eaten-
eat? I haven't
eaten
either.
anything. I just want to get it in, and I want to get hamburger or something.
Let's go get something to eat.
Yeah.
It's on me. Let's go.
No,
We're gonna
Eric,
go.
you don't have to do that. Let's plug your show dates right now. Let's.
Oh,
plug.
I'm going to actually be in Utah this week. I don't know when this is coming out.
Next week, I think.
Oh, you bastards.
Okay, no, but
well, next
what's
week, if you go to ericgriffin.com with a K, Eric Griffin,
ericgriffin.com.
Griffin.com. My tour dates are there. And
What's
I
your
have
Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Everything's Eric Griffin. My Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter.
It's Eric with a K.
Eric with a K. One word. Eric Griffin. Hit me up. We'll talk.
Okay,
Come to my shows.
What's your Twitch?
Twitch is Eric Griffin Comedy, but Worst Fire Team Ever is where I play most of the time.
Tune in, subscribe to the Worst Fire Team Ever on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
Craig,
just
that's
us.
number 2. I did it twice.
That's us being
I did it
terrible at video games.
I did it twice. Is there anything you want to promote, man, or like
No, that's
plug?
it. You know what? I just like, dude.
Okay,
I
thank
just
you.
like coming talking to my friend.
Thank you. I
know what
appreciate
mean?
it, man. I appreciate it.
know what I mean?
Eric Griffin,
And we're
part
gonna
3.
start a Kickstarter
Part 3. Oh, can we
for an
Twitch?
for an
Wait,
entertainment
hold up.
center
Bryce told
for
me to
Steve.
ask you this. Can we start twitching? Like just
Yeah, whatever.
Because he's saying that I should start twitching.
You should start twitching.
Okay, so my Twitch handle is Stevie Weeby,
Yeah.
or that's my gamer tag, Stevie Weeby, just like the show.
You have
so
a You're on Twitch too. I think you're Stevie Weeby on Twitch
yeah,
also.
I'm Stevie Weeby on Twitch.
Oh,
yeah,
you
on,
bastard. You
and
got
then
that.
on Xbox, I'm Stevie Weeby. Okay, so shout out to the new Patreons, Sean Skellington and the Mystery School. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Love
guys.
the support. If you wanna, I am close to doing finishing my album. You could get that at StevieWeebyBandcamp.com. It should be done, I would think, a month or less than that. I'm just mixing it right now. Become a Patreon at patreon.com/StevieWeeby. Get the inside scoop on the guests before it even airs. Rare artwork, rare exclusive music that I only put on Patreon. I'm going to put more effort on Patreon. So Mondays, right, George? I'm going to do like a little diary thing for all of the Patreons. It's just like an audio. Exclusive audio, just like a diary format of me just talking to my patrons. Okay, Bryce, are you happy? Are you happy that we talked about Twitch? Okay, you can follow my Instagram at it's instagram.com/QUANGOU and make sure you subscribe to WFE, Worst Fire Team Ever on YouTube, and that's 3 shout outs. So that's 3, Craig. That's 3 shout outs.
I like how he looks like an in-shape Craig. You know what I mean? Like a tall, in-shape Craig. That's what he looks like.
Dude, we gotta edit that out.
No, he can't.
No, that because he's sensitive, man.
No, he's not.
You don't think he'll get that?
He's a monster.
We love you, Craig. Dude, I love you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, no Little Ray tonight.